people were trying to pitch ideas for Silver Surfer, and nothing was sticking. And Dan just kind of went off with Tom and said, I kind of have an idea. He didn't want to really present it in the room. And Tom was, that's great. What about Mike Allred drawing it? To which Dan said, he said, now, self-serving, I'm sorry, but he said it ruined it for everybody else, which I'm so very grateful for, because he said he couldn't think of anybody else from that point on. And Tom asked if I would be interested, to which I was, are you kidding?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Silver Surfer is, no secret, one of my all-time lifelong favorite characters. And,
right.
And everyone who knows anything about me knows I'm a Kirby nut. And my favorite comics, period, is the Jack Kirby Fantastic Four run. And then you boil it down to my favorite story ever, and it's the Galactus trilogy. And you see my studio, and you just see a little piece of evidence of that, you know, surfer figures and toys and prints. And I have the second issue, which, the first issue with Silver Surfer on the cover. His first appearance had the Watcher on the cover, but I have signed to the Allreds, Stanley, the actual comic, framed inside a giant print of the first issue of his regular series, which John Buscema did.
Yeah.
So it's a shrine, and so I'm living the life as far as I'm concerned.
Mike and Laura Allred, the married art team on Silver Surfer, might be the coolest grandparents on Earth. And that's coming from someone who's got some pretty cool grandparents himself. I was lucky enough to visit Mile High Comics on Free Comic Book Day. It's one of the largest comic book stores in the world, and I could literally buy any comic book, but with my limited funds, I had to get a copy of Silver Surfer 10 because it might be the greatest love story ever told. The art in this issue is incredible, and that's why I wanted to start this video with Mike talking about his love of Jack Kirby and Galactus. I know I've said that before, how this art is really good coming from Michael and Laura Allred, but Jack Kirby would be so proud. Everyone should buy a copy of this issue if you're a fan of the Marvel Universe. It deals with giant concepts, and the ease in which Michael and Laura depict the unimaginable is inspiring. I will not ruin it other than to say that the issue gives new meaning to the phrase, the universe wanted these two to be together.
He wants to know how much say you have in the story with Dan on Silver Surfer.
It's all me. Yeah,
Someone tweet that to Dan right now.
Yeah, I felt sorry for Dan. I felt that, you know, he's just known as the Spider-Man guy, and I thought, you know, let's give him a little encouragement elsewhere. So we just put his name on the book. But no, a restroom nearby.
There actually is, yes. Pop out right around the corner. Oh, I'm